Hey everyone, we've got a little ab series. We're going to go through some stuff lying on the floor with the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can either do it without, or you can roll up a little towel, put a string around it or an elastic band, or just use like a little scatter cushion. But you can do it without. We are going to be doing a bit inside lying, kind of preparing for side plank. If you know that that's something that you struggle with, you can either just leave it out, or you can try and do it in front of a mirror so that you can get a good idea of where your shoulder alignment is. So we're going to start just lying on our backs. Place the ball between your knees, feet hip width distance apart. Okay, arms are nice and long down the side of your body. Make sure that you can almost just feel your heels if you're reaching long, then you know you're in the right distance from your feet to your bottom. So we're going to start in neutral spine, just a gentle squeeze to activate deep tummy and pelvic floor. So breathing in, expand your ribcage wide along the mat. Breathe out, squeeze the ball, feel tummy draw down away from your band of your pants into the mat. Breathe out to squeeze. Breathing in. So this is just switching on that connection from your mind to your muscles. It's really important for your brain to be able to tell your muscles what to do. Your muscles can't be expected to know what to do or else unless the brain is telling it. But we also need to work on that connection. Sometimes it feels a bit broken. Breathing in. 2 more. Breathe out. Squeeze. Last one. And release. Breathe in. As you breathe out, keeping the distance between your ribs and your hips the same, you're just going to hover off the mat. We're going to do 10 quick squeezes for 10, 9, 8. So your hips have kicked in, but you're still working on your pelvic floor and tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to lift up into a bridge, but just hinging up, just checking that you still haven't moved the distance between your hip bones and your rib cage, and lower all the way back down in neutral. Breathe up and lower. Reach your knees over your toes, squeeze the ball and lower. Squeeze the ball and lower. If you don't have a ball, you're just keeping hip width distance apart and squeezing upwards. Let's go for 5. Breathe out for 4. Head, neck, and shoulders is relaxed. 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. Keep that position. Lift your heels and lower. Keep thinking of sending your tailbone out between your feet and up towards the ceiling. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back down 1 vertebra at a time and feet come back down. Good. You can keep the ball there if you've got it. If not, still keeping it hip width distance apart. We're going to take our hands behind our head, so thumbs down the side of your neck. The heels of your hand is resting underneath the base of the skull. Elbows lifting gently up to the ceiling, so we're not overextending through our rib cage. Take a breath in to lengthen through your spine. Find your neutral, so tailbone heavy with a small curve under your lower back. Try and keep that. Don't squeeze your bum and flatten your lower back into the mat. We're going to breathe out to lift our chest and eyes up to the ceiling and lower. Squeeze the ball as you lift if you've got it. We've got 8 and lower. Eye line stays up. 5. Breathe out for 4, keeping your head heavy into your hands. 3. Squeeze that ball. 2. You're going to stay up. You're going to squeeze the ball if you've got it. Otherwise, just hold. For 8, 7, 6. Neck is long into your hands. 5, 4. Deep tummy is on. 2, 1. And lower back down. Coming up, we're going into our obliques. So curling up, take left shoulder to right hip. Come back to the center. Both shoulders are lifting off the mat. The one's just twisting over to the side. Across and center. You're trying to keep your head up in between, but if you need to take it down in between and then come up, especially if your neck's getting a bit sore, that might be easier. Otherwise, staying up, make sure you're leading with your back of the shoulder coming up and off the mat. You're not pulling with your neck. 2 more each side. Last one. Each way, over to the left and lower back down. Good job. We're going to get rid of the ball. And for this, you're going to keep your head flat on the mat. The reason we're doing this is we take out all of that upper abdominal overactivity, your neck that doesn't like to be up. We're just going to strengthen through the lower tummy. So it's really important with this series that you don't let your lower back arch away from the mat. If anything, I want you flattened into the mat ever so slightly, but a neutral spine is ideal. Okay, so you can put your hands sort of under your hips if you need to feel, otherwise just down by your side. Breathing in, lengthen through your spine. Breathe out, connect tummy, float the right leg, and deepen that tummy connection to float the left leg. Okay, breathing in, breathe out, tap and lift, tap and lift. Now make sure you're not bringing the knee that's not working too far into your chest. It just stays above your hip. Breathe out to lower, breathe in to lift, lower and lift. We've got 4. Breathe out for 3. Shoulders are relaxed. 2. Last one. Hold it in tabletop. Stretch the one leg out and back, out and in. The lower you take the leg, the more of a challenge it is on your abs and your spine position. So you work to your comfort level. The goal is keeping your spine in neutral. We've got 6. Breathing in, breathe out 5. Squeezing that glute to get your leg long. 3, 2, 1. Keep them up. We're going to stretch both legs up to the ceiling. Now, if your legs are only here or if you need to bend them, that's fine. As long as there's no strain in your back, you're going to lower and lift, lower and lift. Try and lengthen your legs away from your hips as much as you can. You should really be sinking down as you breathe out, feeling it connecting deeply into that lower abdominal region. We've got 4, 3 more on each side. Only take it to where you can control. Last one. And bend your knees and hug your knees into your chest. Good job. Okay, let's come up onto our sides. So this is where you might need a mirror to check what's going on here. The most common thing that I see is your elbow far too wide away from your armpit. That's just going to put a lot of pressure on your shoulder joint. So keeping your elbow directly underneath, hand is nice and flat. Your elbow is in line with your hip pretty much, not too far forwards and definitely not behind you. If this is just not happening for you, this lifting bit, all I want you to do is practice the rib cage dropping down and the rib cage lifting up. If you feel like you've kind of got the positioning and you've got enough strength, you're going to lift your top arm up like you're leaning up against a wall. Press down through your hands, connect up through that bottom waist, lift and lower. Breathe out to lift and lower. Lift. Be careful when you lift, you're not pulling away from your elbow. Think of your head lifting over your shoulder. For 3, shoulders stay forwards. 2, 1. If you can, you lift the leg, lengthen the leg out. You're going to lift for 8, 7. If this is too much, keep your hip down and keep lifting the leg. 4, keep the bottom waist up. 2, 1. Now for the very advanced, if you think you're that person, you're going to rotate down and then rotate back. If that's a bit hectic, which it is very hectic, just hold for as long as you can or lower. Otherwise, we've just got 4 where you reach your arm and leg away, back to the front. So you're rotating on that supporting shoulder joint. It's pretty tricky to keep it stable. So you have to concentrate really hard. Last one, and lower back down. Good. Have a little release. Well done. Let's do the other side. Okay, so level 1 is just practicing your position with dropping the ribs and then lifting up, especially if you've got a mirror in front of you. Level 2 is the lift. When we lift our leg, You can modify or come with me. So hips and shoulders facing forwards, press down through your arm, make sure elbows underneath shoulder, zip in through your tummy, so much to think about, and connect to lift and lower, connect and lift. Squeeze those knees together. We've got 4. Breathe out, lift for 3, 2, last one. Hold it up if you can. Stretch your leg if you can. And then we've got 8, 7, tummy on 6. Reach the top hand up to help lift your waist off the floor. 2, 1. Now either hold that or lower your hips to make it easier. Or for the extra challenge, you reach, you lift. You reach, you lift. 2 more. You reach forward, shoulders face the floor, shoulders face forward, shoulders, hips face the floor, shoulders and hips face forward, and come back down and give yourself a nice big side stretch. All right, so grabbing that ball again if you've got it, or your towel or whatever it is. And we're going to come to 4-point kneeling. Put the ball between your knees. If you don't have a ball, keep your feet at 4-point kneeling. Keep your feet at hip width apart. Tuck your toes underneath for this one. We're going to be in our sort of plank 4-point kneeling push-up position for a while. So with wrist pain, really make sure that you're spreading your fingers super wide, so more surface area under your hands. Think of gently lifting your knuckles away from the mat. And most importantly, really energizing through your shoulders. So pushing the floor away and trying to spread the mat apart. If you do all of that and still getting really sore, just come onto your fists, have a break, and then come back down onto your hands when you can. So starting off with our little hovers. Head is nice and long, so eye line is down between your thumbs. Breathing in, breathe out, zip, hover for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Breathing in, breathe out, belly lifts away from the pants. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're not extending too much through your elbows. Breathing in, breathe out. And all of you who drop your head like this, you know who you are. Don't do that. And lower. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Good. Get rid of the ball. Give your wrists a bit of a shake. We're going to come into our plank prep. So keeping your hips up at this level where they're in line with your spine. Head, back of your head, back of your rib cage, and your tailbone stay in one straight line. Breathe in. As you breathe out, engage tummy, right leg goes out. Don't move anything except your left leg goes out. Right knee in, left knee in. Right knee out, left, in, and down. One more that way. Right, left, right down, left down. Let's go the opposite. So breathe in, breathe out, connect. Left leg lengthens, right leg joins it. Left leg in, right leg in. Left leg out, right leg out. Left leg in and right. Last time, left and right. Left goes in, right comes in, and have a little stretch. Okay, we're adding on. So each time we add on, if it's just too much for you, just keep doing the same as what we're doing just before. And if you want to take it right back down to basics, you just go into your 4-point kneeling leg extensions, which will be brilliant. Don't feel bad about doing something a little bit less challenging if you need to. So from here, great positioning, spread your hands wide. You're going to take your right leg out, left leg out. Now, don't lose your spine position. Pull your knee to your chest and back. Our spine staying neutral with this one. Right knee in and back, left knee in, back, and come back down. So we're not rounding through our spine just yet. Come back up. We're going to start with the left, 2 on each side. Back into your plank, left knee and out, right knee and out, left in, like you're trying to get to your nose, right, and lower back down. Good. This time we're going to take our knee out to our elbow. So breathing in, breathe out, right leg, left leg, right knee to right elbow and back. Left knee to left elbow and back. One more each way and back, left and back, and have a rest. One more, starting with the left. Breathing in, breathe out, left leg goes out. Right leg joins it. Push the floor away. Tummy knits on. Left knee to left elbow and back. Right knee to right elbow and back. Left knee and down. Right knee and down, and have a rest. Okay, we're going to go into one more challenge. Again, just keep working at your own level. With this one, we are going to come into a rounded spine, but I need you to do that movement from your tummy, right? So hip width apart, spread your hands, press away from the floor, coming into your plank, right leg, left leg. You're going to pull your right knee in to touch your nose, and you're going to really round through your spine. Hold it, pulling it in as much as you can. Come back to neutral, left leg. Breathe out. Pull your knee, trying to lift your hips up as high as you can, scooping through your belly like a little ball. Back to neutral and down. Okay, again on the other side. So left leg comes out to plank, right leg goes out. Left knee to nose, hold 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral. Right knee into your nose, 3, 2, 1. Into your nose and down. Okay, either have a rest, do that again, or for a final challenge, you're going to add in a leg extension. This is it, I promise. Breathing in, breathe out. Right leg, left leg. Pull your knee into your nose, rounding through that spine. Now keep that right leg lifted. Come back to a neutral spine. Lift your right leg. One more time. Pulling your knee to your nose. Breathe out, neutral spine, and down. Left side. Left knee to nose, round through your spine, hold it, and extend, neutral spine. Left knee to nose, 2, 1, extend, 3, 2, 1, and you are done with a very intense plank series. Well done. Have a nice big stretch. Oh, I'm out of breath. Hopefully you are too. Thanks, Siri. All right, coming up, we're just going to finish with a little bit of fun. Rolling like a ball. So you're sitting up super tall, coming onto the very tippy toes, legs are glued together. You're going to hold just gently on the front of your knees, sitting up on top of your sit bones to start, and then as you breathe out, you scoop, you roll back off your sit bones, looking towards your pelvis, like you've got a nice, beautiful C curve in your spine, and you find your balance point. Keeping your ankles close to your butt the whole time, relaxing through your shoulders. You're going to roll and balance in between each one. So we breathe in to roll back, breathe out, and balance. Breathe in, breathe out. You've got to use your breath. Keep looking at your pelvis. And if you flatten your back, you're going to clunk, clunk. So you really need to try and stay in that C curve. 2 more. Breathing in, roll back. Use your breath to get you up. Last one, we're going to hold the balance and hold. Balance for 3, 2, 1. Keep the balance. Take your hands behind your thighs, lengthening up through your upper back. Your lower back still in that C curve. You're going to stretch your right leg and left leg, or just hold it. Right and left. Hold it. Put your feet down. Roll back down. Good. Last exercise. Grab your ball if you've got it or if you feel like it. If you don't have your ball, you glue your knees and ankles together. If you do, make sure your feet don't come together. So either way, you want parallel shins and thighs. Hands are out, facing down, breathing in. You're going to take your knees over to the right. Keep your shoulders down. Try not to let that left leg roll back off the right. Stretch through your side. Use your obliques to come back to the middle. Breathing in over to the left. Reach your right knee on top of the left one. Now squeeze the ball as you come back to the middle. Breathing in over to the right. Squeeze your knees together as you come back to the middle. Over to the left. And squeeze using your obliques. One more each direction. This should feel good, but also a little bit shaky. Breathing out. Last one, make it count. Breathing in. Come back to the center. Take the ball out. Stretch your arms and legs. Have a beautiful stretch. And that is you done. You'll feel your shoulders go to work out, your tummy, all parts of it, and hopefully feeling good and ready to go for the rest of your day.